affect parts of the body, like the hands and the legs. The following are steps on how to keep your body clean. Bathe with clean water and soap every day. Apply petroleum jelly if possible.
They are available to be used. Harakisha kidogo. Hana nail, so it is not to use. Bye. So very nice.
Umepotea. Ukisema tuweke lens mtasuka.
How many are in the back like this?
Sisi tutaweka mita. Hiyo.
But I mean, these are like almost zero.
Unakuonyesha mgongo.
Hizo ni girl, kuja hapa. Madam, kuja. Msichana, kuja hapa. What I'm saying is that today we came to support 17 primary school within this Gatundu South, and the reason why we want to support is to make sure that no child fails to come to school because of jiga infestation or because of COVID-19, or they don't have masks, they don't have protective gears. We have been able to distribute materials that are be able to be shared with those vulnerable children who are not come to school. And what I want to urge the Ministry of Education is to do a lot of emphasis on the need to have every child who has attained the age to go to school attend school. There are so many children in this country that are not in school because of one or two issues. And I want to ask the chiefs, the administration, and community health workers, or anybody else, if you find a child who is not in school, I think it's a high time that you report that parent or whoever or the guardian to the nearest educational office, because we must insist on every child on going to school. There are so many reasons why maybe they do not go to school, but I think it's a high time that people should know that apart from having free primary education, the education is also compulsory, and any parent who is not taking their children to school, they should be prosecuted, because that's failing to give the right of education to that particular child.
We as government are going to make sure that our contribution to you running the school is given. I know that in our society, we are a very strange society. There are people who can afford, don't pay. First of all, let me encourage those who can afford to pay by the reduced schedule. If you are a parent and you have a problem with your school fees, please go to the head teacher and explain. Go to the head teacher or the principal and explain so that you have a payment plan for the food that your child is going to eat in that school. Because you can't have your child in your house and he's not eating. And for the principals also identify the very poor ones and let us work towards getting them scholarships. So I don't see a crisis of school fees coming in 2 weeks' time. We shall manage it. I hope this has reached you in a manner that is as clear, because me, I don't sugarcoat anything. If you can't afford to pay fees, go to the principal and say, no, this is my payment plan. Can you allow me to pay this? And I'll come and pay this when I get it. And those who can't afford completely, don't send the children home. Don't send the children home until you are confirmed that they have nobody to pay for them school fees. Otherwise, we are going to come on you like a ton of bricks. I want to remind the public that the government of the Republic of Kenya has done its duty as far as basic education is concerned. And that the 59.4 billion shillings that was meant for all the secondary schools for the year 2020 have been disbursed. The last one was disbursed just about 2 weeks ago. That money has a purpose. As far as primary schools are concerned, we have disbursed the total 16.2 billion. So government has done what it has to do. All this noise of school fees, I want you people to forget about it. Because by the constitution, primary school is compulsory and a must. And government pays for it. So I don't know what school fees people are talking about as far as primary school is concerned. Parents are supposed to buy uniform and maybe ensure that children eat something at school. Finally, we are going to work with the other ministry of Interior and Coordination of the national government through chiefs, through the county administration. Every child must and we shall take to school. The child has no capacity to decide that the child is not going to school. And if we find that wewe unakunywa pombe tu na watoto hawaendi shule, we will ask you to visit us in a police station. As a parent, it is your duty to ensure that the child is made available, because we shall come for the child from your house. Hii mchezo kwake. Because education is the only thing that will change this country.